Yo, yo, the back two charge, heat, to the wall, yo.
Almost.
Muso
4 again.
Muso Tekken.
Second it caught him.
One more round.
Looking like they're ready to teach Jin a lesson. Tekken 3 story. Let me teach you the basics, son.
Okay. Down 4-1-2. And this time,
nice
the parry. Okay,
like
wait a minute.
But a good block on the low.
Oh, wait a minute. They starting to wake up. Muso Tekken trying to close this out. Demon Wing.
Too little, too late.
And the
Muso Tekken.
The guy Pop Tart was definitely starting to wake up there. Muso Tekken looking a lot more handy in Tekken. Oh, that's definitely a Heihachi fan. That's definitely a Heihachi fan. Also, that shirt is sick.
They put a bunch of Heihachi pins, but then the bag is like a giant heart.
I mean,
people not, they love Heihachi.
Maybe they love Heihachi, which I think is crazy because Heihachi doesn't love anybody except for Kazumi. Except for Kazumi.
I guess.
Except for Kazumi. Not
anymore.
That's it.
Not anymore.
I mean, I don't know, bro. You saw
After
the tear.
All that wildness she was doing in the dojo.
He still has shed the tear though when he was like, "Yo, I still gotta make sure she can't do this to anybody else." Shout outs to Muso Tekken getting the dub. Obviously, being a supporter of Heihachi, someone needs to talk to them. I don't know if they know what Heihachi actually does. Okay,
maybe they like what Heihachi stands for.
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you right now. I was actually hanging out with somebody, and when I went to do Golden Letters last year, and she was telling me how she thinks Kazuya is misunderstood. And I was just in awe. I was like, "What are you talking about right now?" No, they missed
the whole Tekken story, huh?
No, but she did make a good point for the way that Heihachi kind of raised Kazuya, right? And I was like, you know what? You kind of right. But there is no reason to show sympathy for
Kazuya.
I'm just saying, he did throw him in a volcano.
He tried to figure out whether or not he had the devil inside him.
So okay, look. So
how you gonna raise your son like that?
You supposed to love your son even if he does have the devil inside him.
That's what I'm saying. You can't just be like, I think you got the devil inside.
That's what I'm saying.
Son.
You can't just be like,
you off
hey,
this
look,
cliff.
just to be sure. Like Jesus. Like I'm just saying, that's crazy to me. But look, obviously there's people out there that have played the story mode and still give Heihachi and Kazuya some faith of humanity. But if you played the story mode here, my man's trying to wipe out continents if you don't have a good fighter, which is crazy.
He started War of the Nations, basically. He said, look, if your nation doesn't win in this tournament, I'm wiping you off the earth.
That's crazy. And then these people went to the Coliseum to cheer about it. That's wild to me. Like, I mean, I understand they're supporting. I get that. But damn. Speaking of, our next match, we got Vibe coming up against Low High. DRX's Low High.
Low High.
Low High.
That's definitely a lie because he 100% uses mids, but...
Yeah, a lot of them. But he is pretty tall. Oof.
Big while standing through to start things off for Low High. We've seen a lot of Brian today.
I mean, he is pretty cool.
Almost got the wall with that.
To the wall.
The snake eyes. Oh, they missed the taunt. That's the one chance for Vibe.
But that was the test. That was the test.
Work the gun.
That was actually the test. He's like, oh, you gonna tech on the wall? So you don't know. Now he's gonna hit him with a taunt jet upper.
Don't even gotta do that though. He could just do taunt snake eyes.
That's true. That's true.
The new cheap stuff. Good block, but too far away to punish with the while standing 4. That's why Low High is using it at that range. Nina has a lot of trouble punishing it from there.
Drops a combo. What a block. What a punish.
Special sidewalk combo. Low High, please. They're just a mortal man.
Oof. Yo, you saw the taunt was ready.
No way.
Nah, and the blue stuff on top of it, you gotta pay extra for that. Extra inputs, that is. You gotta be nice with it.
Hey, Low High, take it easy on them. You know, they just coming here to have a good time.
No, Low High. Killed them. Killed them with extreme prejudice.
What a punish.
I'm telling you right now, there's no friends in fighting games. There's no friends in fighting games. Well, down 4-1. But I like what Bob is doing. Trying to get the game started. Wait a minute. Wipe the floor. Little down 4-1 string. And you can see Low High just spacing out a little bit.
Counter hit 3+4.
You're not dead, but you know he's going to activate that heat.
He's looking for the wall.
Oh.
Sidestep into the heat burst. Nice dunk.
What
a little slow on the
dunk.
punish.
Could have did something crazy
Oh,
with
we
that.
take those. We take those.
Third dimension, bro. This is a 3D fighting game, bro.
1080 snowboarding.
Oh,
Down
no
back
heat.
1+2 again.
New moves. Life lead in Vibe's favor. Low-high trying to close it out. Back four.
That was
Still
almost
in
smart.
Vibe's favor. 3 seconds
Just
left
chill.
on the clock.
Just chill.
Down
There you
4
go.
one string. He's not hitting the button. No, Vibe's better than that.
There
and
you
that's
go.
gonna be
Good
a
job.
win. A round on the board for Vibe. Karate Kid Legends. Only in theaters.
I haven't even seen it yet. Have you seen it?
No, I was actually gonna go see it with Ella. Me and
I
Ella
need to
were trying-
know. Now that they have the Tekken partnership, I need to know what's in the movie. Big punish. Take it to the other side. Got the boost up on it.
That's part of the secret menu. You gotta ask for that separate. That's not a regular Tekken fan in the menu. Somebody see that and they're like, what, the blue one? How'd they get that?
That's
punish.
Low high.
You know what I love? Low High be using all the moves, bro. My man be using everything. I'm a fan.
Hey, Bob was holding his own there. A couple moments.
Especially towards the later end of that round. He was looking significantly better.
He got to be quick on the trigger.
Gotta
That's
be
the only
quicker.
thing. He dunked the QC back one. Didn't get much of a punish for it. Good stage for both characters. They both have a solid war game. QCB won again. Oh my goodness. Armor,
Ooh,
let me
okay,
out.
okay.
I want to play.
I like that option, though. And even holding back on the brakes a little bit, because that typically would be a big counter hit. Bob taking his time trying to find an opening here.
Ouch, the new stuff. It does so much. Round 2. So far, Low High looking his typical dominant self.
I'm a big fan of Low High, man. Okay, wait a minute. Gets the throw.
Even if you're not a fan of Low High, he'll make you a fan. Oh, you don't like me?
You
Watch
don't like
this.
me? Watch this sick combo. You don't like me? I bet you'll like this combo.
4-4 didn't follow up. That was smart. Low High put it, definitely tried to do something. Oh my goodness. Sidestep, jet upper again.
What happens when you use all the dimensions? This is a
This
3D
happens.
fighting game.
Oh, slipping and sliding all over the wall.
Break the glass.
It
No
does armor
emergency.
break.
One.
I can't play.
I don't get to play?
I can't play the game.
I don't
This
get to
guy's
play?
cheating.
Oh, my man. Okay, wait a minute. Vibe's starting to feel a little better. And looking a lot better on offense, too. Even the movement. But he runs into a counter hit 4-3. He's getting a little
You're
too
getting
feisty.
aggressive, buddy.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive. No.
Big punish.
No blue stuff, though. Didn't want to pay the price. But it also cost him the combo. Break on the 1+2 throw.
Let me out.
Heat dasher.
Sick conversion. Milked out for a good 50 damage. Trying to get the torch jet up and just say, he tried to do it for you, Steve.
I told you, bro. He's looking for it. You got to scout that the first time. Did they take on the wall? They might not be
That's a
familiar.
launch.
Yeah, that's clean punish. Still hit the taunt.
Low High wanted you to get away with those, unfortunately.
Like,
I got
like
bodied.
the real quick.
Ah.
Look, you see it a lot, but you gotta be quick. You see people come up on the stage, and when they play, people are like, damn, he's good. Like, you,
Yeah, I know.
You
That's
see
the moment you
reaction.
really realize. Because you see people online, or you see them at a tournament, and you understand, okay, they're good, they got top 5, they got top 3, they won the tournament.
Nah,
but
yeah,
then
I
when you
don't know.
play them, you sometimes you're experiencing a level that you can't experience
You
even
can't
playing
fathom.
online. You could be a god of destruction, and you still won't experience that level of play until you fight someone like Low High.
There's so many times. And look, and this is coming from somebody that did it too. This is not me just talking. I'm just talking, all right? Literally, I used to see players like, I could beat that guy. I played him. Bro, they beat the sleeves off me. I'm like, oh, I'm not nice at all.
No,
And
they're
like,
nice.
there's so many people, and I call them tailgate fans. I'm glad you brought this up. The tailgating fans. They out here talking smack about these players. Bro, I can beat
I got him.
Arsenash. I
He's
can
free
beat Octave. That
compared
dude
to
is. I
me.
can beat Shadow 20. I can beat
You know what?
Anakin.
When I see those guys, I tell them, hey, come to the tournament. You think you
Pull
can
up.
beat them? I
Pull
want to
up.
see you play.
Stop talking.
I want to see you beat
Don't
them.
be the dude at the basketball court standing outside the fence looking in like, man, that guy's not that good. I dunk on that guy. That's not true. That guy would probably dunk on you 9 times out of 10. So stop talking on the internet. Stop talking on the internet and pull up. I know with some people in
Come to a
Florida
matches,
that are
come to a
not here.
challengers,
And
go
you
to
could be
your
here
dojo,
playing
whatever you
Tekken.
got.
That was a good switch, by the way. I like how you did that. I see you, P.
All right, we
Also,
got
speaking
coming
of
up.
one of them, tell him Spooky.
This guy got the big bucks. It's Mr. Ulsan.
I thought you were going to talk about this other dude.
Oh, the Legend of
Kingsley, bro. It's the legend. I read this book when I was a child. Before I went to sleep, my mom would be like, do you know about Kingsley? I was like, who is that? I'm just making it up. Why you let me rock? My man Spooky was
You look like you were having a good time. So I was like, you know, I'm just going to let him go.
I was.
This guy's got the golden lever block. You better watch out. Anybody got one of those? Only the big ballers, the guys that win $300,000 can afford that stick.
Hey, that's the Ferrari of sticks, baby. You better. That's in-house. But look at the legend of Kingsley with a big smile on his face. I like the energy he brings here. Let's go. Dragon
I'd be happy
versus
too.
Raven.
I'd be like, yo, I gotta fight Ulsan. Let's go. I'd be excited.
I bet you he ain't gonna be like, yo.
He got a Raven?
Damn, I love this stage.
Okay, let me see this Raven. Kingsley, what you got?
Movement looking crispy already. You know, that's one thing.
He's looking good.
Yeah, I told you. One thing you can tell about Tekken. Damn, look at the snake
let's
dash.
go. This might be a serious match.
Hold up.
This is what I'm talking about.
Raven, definitely one of the cooler characters, and got some love in the most recent patches, especially when it came into Season 2. Finishes the string and instantly goes back in the stance, plays that range game. Ulsan trying to figure him out, feel him out. And one of the things I want to point out, he's using the Dragunov. He's been switching back and forth quite a bit, having a little bit of a character crisis, I feel, but he's definitely like, yo, who's ever winning, that's who I'm playing. Outside of the Reina every now and then. But of course, remember, you talk about that big win, it came by way of this Dragunov.
That's true. He's been playing Dragunov the longest out of all the characters in Tekken 8. So he's got the most XP with this character at the highest possible level. And you see him now really trying to compress Kingsley, stop him from using those down forward ones and other tricks that he likes.
Raven definitely has one of the better, more classically trained down forward ones in Tekken lore, right?
It's a little bit slower at 14 frames, but it's actually very good at tracking. And he also has the 13 frame option with the down back 2-1, so he can mix up between that slower mid and a faster mid if you want. And Kingsley got the round.
The Legend of Kingsley. I was telling you about the book my mom used to read me when I was little, bro.
Hey, I didn't know about it either, but I'm about to read it right after this. The way he's going.
Everybody needs to read it. The way my man playing with his Raven. Apparently, it's about ninjas. What a duck!
This guy is ready.
You hit him with the pigeon roll. The bird taking the bag.
I like the combo extension too to make sure he gets the wall.
Oh, there it is.
Nice.
I
Good
love
choice.
that move.
He traded with it.
Wait a minute, yo, Kingsley trying to build the legend. Damn, he's starting it right now. This is where the book begins.
Ulsan fighting back for that wall. Let me out.
That was godlike. What a chase.
Again, I'm out. Let me play. No. Can't let you play.
Yo, the Kagebushin. The ninja replacement technique. A well-trained ninja. Witness the results of my training. Okay. The ignition switch.
Jabbing away.
I like that. Take your turn back.
Slap.
Oh, wow. Not like that, though.
How dare you miss?
On his wall.
Full extension. And still has the heat available for the mix. Three-way guess, and you got him with the 1+2.
Yo, the pigeon roll, shoot the legs. There it is again.
He could have done something after that. Nice.
Engage. Wait a minute, and he's got some life back.
There we go. And he got punished for it. That's so unfortunate.